Bah pareil que mon pseudo.
F, le M qui est en majuscule que j'ai pas mis en majuscule.
And I think something very interesting about this group, or this duo in particular, they're going to be contesting at Tilted Towers, and they...
Sniper gets a sniper in his hands. Here's the joke, his name online is actually not Bad Sniper because he hits all of those shots. Will be looking to make them pay. Now, Forziar and Nord, also another very aggressive pair, but kind of just like to chill out at times. They like find themselves on the edge, take the rifles. If they know they have an advantage, they go. We've seen them before as well in the Winter Royale.
Yeah. And then on the bottom right there, Yu Wang and KBB, they came out of the Tencent track, which was a competition that was hosted out in China. And so I think a lot of people didn't see those games and don't really know what these two are all about. Let's continue and find out more about them.
心情的话，非常亢奋吧，就可以。
Il y a combien de personnes sur ton live?
如果想跟一个队来对抗的话，我更希望是跟芒果那队。
要对游戏的喜欢，对吧？然后对游戏的。
还要有一
个信仰，就是想成为冠军的一种念头。
Je suis abonné, ça y est.
Merci.
喜欢这款游戏，然后对游戏的理解程度，然后对自己的技术非常的自信。
心情得来的，就非常好。冠军等着我们。
So happy to see their level of excitement and to be here representing China through those Tencent track. It was amazing to watch them play in those games.
Ouais, pas loin du bloc.
But also very built-in rifle-centric. Will be one of two Chinese teams representing. And now into our last section of qualifiers. These were the guys who ended up qualifying in the final week. The last chance to be there. It's Slacks and Keys, Calculator and Macwood, Zone and King, Epic Whale and 4DR Storm, and then Vinny and Zexro. And I mean, so many of these guys we could talk about right now, but the one I want to focus on, King and Zone,
normal, c'est pas en Europe.
They are ridiculously aggressive, know how to go full send,
and
I think people will be surprised. They're able to execute on a level where if they get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sur 10 encore. Les Américains qui sont en force, hein, qui montrent leur pays. Ouais,
I want to talk about is Epic Whale and Storm, because this is one of the few fully qualified duos. We'll see both of them tomorrow, and what a way to do it, because they came together at the last second as well.
They came together in the final week knowing it was their last opportunity, and they wanted to be there. They wanted 2 seats on the stage in each one of the competitions and have really separated themselves. But speaking of somebody who separated themselves, Zexro and Vinny. Zexro, the original pioneer of the My Wall now. I'm going at you. I will win the game with 16+ eliminations, and there's nothing you can do about it. Him and Vinny broke through everything, coming over not only Zexro's wrist issues, but a little bit of kind of turbulence between them. They're actually not even going to be doing after this competition, so this will be a last hurrah, and let's see what Zexro and Vinny have to say.
We've got Vinny and Zexro here. Very excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are thrilled and excited to see what you guys have planned for today. You both have been competing both very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competitions that you've had leading up to the scrims, whatever the case may be?
For sure, the competition's definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet, but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So
awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Zexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I didn't really play much, and then I would just mod review and everything. I would just play on the qualifier days, take a lot of a leave, you know, and then it started going away at the end, and then qualified, so we're chilling.
T'es pas modo sur Froggy.
Bah
j'y étais avant, mais ça m'a... Tu as vu, ça m'avait saoulé. Du coup après il m'a enlevé. Et c'est moi qui ai demandé qu'il m'enlève. Il y avait trop de modos, il fallait qu'il en enlève. Ah.
That's Zexo's story there. We'll see how they perform today.
Et toi, c'est pas toi le premier modo à frag?
It's
Si,
going to
c'est
be
moi.
Serpent and Hype, Wolfies and Rojo, Skite and Vato, Forwinds and Tux, Kluja and Thomas HD, and then finally Puzz and Ming.
Skite, Vato, 2 Français. Oh non, Vato est Suisse. Ah, il y a un Suisse. Ah ouais, Vato est Suisse. Bon, il parle français quoi. Ouais. La team, le stream Skite, le stream Vato. Ça va être une grosse rivalité entre les deux teams soirée, la team, le stream, Ninja, tout ça. D'ailleurs, Ninja il est qualifié pour la World Cup? Je sais pas, je crois pas. Si, je pense que si. Bon, je trouve, moi, il a baissé un peu de niveau. Avant, il était énorme. Ouais, c'est vrai que. Soit il a baissé le niveau, soit il y a du niveau maintenant.
Moving on forward, Borwin and Tux, somebody I think is very interesting because they qualified and moved through the entire. They switched duo.
Qualified as well for the solo competition, and Thomas, his partner from Singularity, and the final duo, Puzz and Ming, representing from South Korea. Unfortunately, there was an Asian team who was unable to make it. Puzz and Ming having won in the Week 8 qualifier where there wasn't an additional spot, and on top of that, their consistent placements earned them that alternate spot coming out of the regions. We had an opportunity to talk with them and have a package set up, and let's see what they had to say.
저는 밍이라고 하고 이제 아시아에서 진출하였습니다. 저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출한 사람입니다. 가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻게 되어서 이렇게 진출하게 되었어요. 온라인에서 상금을 이렇게 받으면서 같이 경쟁하는 게 마음에 들었어요.
On dirait pas des handicapés un peu?
게임하기 전에 이제 계속 어떻게 게임을 플레이할지 생각을 하고 하는 거죠. 그냥 연습을 최대한 시간에 맞게 활용을 하고 최대한 많이 노력을 하다 보면
C'est quoi en fait les PP? Parce que j'ai vu sur le live of Fraggy c'est marqué PP.
PP? Tu sais pas c'est quoi des PP?
Non.
C'est parti personnalisé.
Ok. Et tout à l'heure vous étiez dans une partie personnalisée?
Ouais.
Genre ça marche comment? C'est que ceux qui ont...
En gros c'est un youtubeur, il met le code qu'il veut, il lance la partie et ses abos ou...
Ah ok, ils peuvent rejoindre.
Qui veulent rejoindre l'app, ils mettent le code et puis après ils mettent prêt et quand le youtubeur il veut cliquer sur la case lancer la partie, bah, il lance et voilà.
Oh mon Graal qui est présent. Il est énorme.
Et Rox qui est derrière qui veut se montrer à la caméra.
Allez, le petit dab qui est lâché par Rox.
Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but online is easier.
Ouais, il est très très fort.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now, just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world are on the stage, competing for their share of $15 million ball. And I mean, 6 games away from winning $3 million to the top duo.
Just think about that. 6 games, and then we'll find out who is the best duo in the world.
C'est combien la récompense là?
No question about it, the best.
Non, j'ai pas prévu Cindy. Demain si tu veux, normalement demain.
That's it. The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're going to toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
C'est parti pour la première game normalement.
Ah ouais.
Voilà, on entend le stade qui crie un peu, on va dire ça comme ça.
Il est plein en même temps. Quasiment. Putain, imagine on serait là. Oh mais
là c'est la présentation dans la roquette en tout. Le même DJ qu'hier, hein. Costard cravate.
La coupe.
Les trophées qui sont magnifiques, hein.
Ouais. Non, en vrai, imagine t'es là-bas. Oh, tu kiffes ta vie quand t'es là-bas. C'est top là-bas. Et comment ils doivent avoir le stress. Voilà. À chaque fight, laisse tomber.
Gentlemen, this baby, New York City, where you at? Where you at? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition.
Je sais pas, ils ont combien de parties?
On the line, and most importantly, what's right behind me, the championship, the trophy.
Et normalement, avec le trophée, il y a aussi une récompense en dollars, mais je sais plus c'est combien. $1 million, je crois. $1 million.
And I want to know if everyone here in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, are you hyped? Are you ready? You know what? Maybe I can't do the job. I think this will do some justice.
Oh, parce qu'il est.
Now, I know everyone here is excited to get to the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are gearing up and getting ready to go. You know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium, you're just pumped. You've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is we have two players standing by with Jordan Fisher, who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got two of my favorite people in this stadium right now that are competing together. Two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world, and he's proved it time and time again. With Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most
Attendez les gars.
Are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City. Are you ready? Oh, no. I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready? The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to your cast. It is time. The finals. For 15 million. Points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally, the Victory Royale, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you can only get a max of 10 placement points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So, finding that good balance between the limbs and placements will be very key. Here's the prize money breakdown at Ninja. You've been involved in competitive gaming for a long, long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No. I mean, you're looking at first place, 3 million. I mean, heck, I'd even settle for third at one point.
Settle for 1 point.
I'll settle. No, we've been playing. We both been competing for a long time, and I've been competing for almost 10 years. Prize pool's never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, 50,000 are on that.
Oh, absolutely. You want to go first?
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Mitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been. I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. But are they going to do that here? Are they going to go for placement, or are they going to still W key like they've always been doing?
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. There's a look again at Mongrel and Mitro, both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played, in the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Luke. Will be so key. You go with a European duo.
Yeah.
I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. And they're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well. And literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads it's like it's art, man. What these guys do, it's art. So enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40 plus eliminations in season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch though this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing 1 million plus of you guys tuning in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds. For the first time, I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane.
Packed,
man. This is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material farming. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent.
Correct.
So, if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times, teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and, Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through, and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing. They're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them, insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why not even ask that?
Probably 16, man? Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
Aiden had been landing there throughout all of qualifiers. You see, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about tilted towers and or neo tilted as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games.
Yep.
You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care how many people land there. You just go and play your game, or
I think
you shy away. What do you do?
No, man. These guys have been practicing. They know that they're going to be in the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push. And, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play. But, dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But, you have one bad game. Getting over that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first.
Yeah.
That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about. In the second game, the third game, oh, my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we were literally getting like angry and but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it.
Go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Right.
And that is, you can't even put in your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, man. Just Epic continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this, and dude, I'm just excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the Arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share, you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
we'll do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, I'm going to a tournament, any advice, right? You know, it's, dude, do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right?
Yep.
Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule and what you're gonna do for this. Like literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line in the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.